Does he even know?
No, he probably doesn't, actually. Well, I guess.
With all the expectations externally, internally, I assume, you guys embrace that favorite this, favorite that. I mean, do you embrace it or just ignore it?
No, I think one, you ignore the outside expectations. The inside, the expectations and I've said this since day one, since I've been here 3.5 years now, whatever it is. They've always been high. They've always been get to the playoffs and give yourself a chance to go win a Super Bowl. That hasn't changed. So regardless, I think of what anybody else will say, I think the guys were approaching it the same way. Go out there and try to win football games.
Do you feel better the way the roster's been built and formed and grown? Better chance this year, or just do you not look at that?
I don't think you look at it that way. I think you appreciate the guys that are on the team, and then you say, all right, here we go. Let's go do the best we can with who we have. And there's a bunch of great players. You look around, a bunch of studs. But I don't think you compare rosters year to year and say, oh, we got a better chance this year or last year. I think there's some folly in that.
Andrew, you obviously roster changes, but Andre's going to have a prominent role. You guys got together and worked out?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. Andre, he's a pro. He's a stud. Every addition, I think that's been to the Colts here has been great. And Andre, I think we're going to rely on him a lot. I think from a leadership standpoint, from making plays, just being in the locker room. But he's done a great job. It was good to work out with them after the mini camps and all that ended. Good to work out with a bunch of the guys after that, and looking forward to get going with them.
Andrew, with Dorsett and Moncrief in that group as well, you guys were able to get some extra time in. And how much of a head start does that kind of give you?
No, it helps, especially with this late camp start date. It's a little weird seeing, buddies going to camp on other team a week ago. I think it's a little bit odd, but it's good to get together with basically all the guys. Yeah.
Was it the West Coast out of your stomping grounds?
There are multiple trips to different places. I won't disclose any of the locations, chap.
National security to state, chap. Hey, Andrew, it's only 3-4 short years ago you came here for the first time. I'm sure this was all sort of a whirlwind for you.
Yeah.
What is it like now when you contrast your role and just your comfort level in camp these days versus that, and how does that make you a better player?
Yeah, no, I think it is a bit different. I was thinking about that on the drive up. The first drive up here, you're not sure which exit to take. It's all brand new, and now it's sort of programmed into your head, into your body. I think you probably do it with your eyes closed, and you get here. It just seems right, and I think it's good. I think feeling comfortable around the team coming into camp. I think a big part of camp though is making yourself uncomfortable and trying to grow and putting yourself in tough situations. And then hopefully it's weather and practice and meetings and emotional stress, mental stress. I think that's a great part of camp, but it does feel nice, sort of knowing the ropes per se a little bit.
What's your biggest single goal for camp?
Just improve. I think improve. And I think that's a pretty broad, all-encompassing term. But we've got to get better as a team. Hopefully come out healthy, like anything. But we've got to get better and. Give ourselves a chance to win some football games.
Andrew, Chet was talking about expectations from the outside, and I know those are not discussions internally, but why do you guys think maybe those discussions are taking place? Why do you think people see you as a team that can contend and be a championship contending team?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They must see something, right?
Yeah, sure. I see some decent players, some decent football players, and guys that have won some football games in the past, but again, what does it matter that you did last year? In this league, you got to prove yourself every weekend, and that's what guys are excited about.
Do you pay attention? Like a lot of quarterbacks got paid this offseason. Russell obviously just got paid the other day. Do you pay attention to that stuff because at some point you're going to get a new contract?
Well, it's obvious at some point. Hopefully I'll get a new contract. And as a sports fan, you pay attention to the news that comes across the ticker or what have you. But as far as it affects how you approach football, I don't think that's at all.
Andrew, how surprised are you that Brady's 4-game suspension stood?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair for me to comment on any of the stuff that happened, suspension, upheld, whatever it is. I've sort of moved past that.
Andrew, I know Jack hasn't worked a ton at right tackle, but what about his mental makeup? Makes you feel that he can slide in there and fit in pretty well?
Yeah, I think great mental makeup. Tough, smart, very smart, sharp guy. I think picks up things very quickly, and also I think physically he's athletic, he's quick, he's strong. think he'll do a great job, and looking forward to him being out there for a bunch of reps this camp.
You mentioned interceptions, red zone efficiency as things you're working on. Is that kind of the single thing you're focused on, taking the next step individually, fixing those things, or getting better in that area?
Yeah, red zone, sort of touchdown to interception ratio, I think the big one, and also third down conversion. Those are also big as well.
Best and worst part about living in a dorm?
Best and worst part?
Adult men.
Best and worst part about living in a dorm with a bunch of old men. The worst part, probably the communal bathrooms. The best part is you have everything basically you need. You don't have to think about anything in terms of where you have to be or what you have to do. It's great.
Still have your favorite pillow?
Oh yeah, always.
Did you bring Mr. Jaffer?
Mr. Jaffer, no, I did not bring Mr. Jaffer.
Do you have a cat?
I do not have a cat, no.
Do you like that?
Not particularly.
Where
are we going with this?
What's your level of excitement on a day like this?
Very high. It's fun. It's a bit like, we had an old coach who say it's a bit like Christmas, you know, the first day of camp. You show up and there's this excitement, you know, there's something in the air, and I think that's true. It's fun. It's fun to see all the guys again after you've sort of, you know, been away for a month or 5 weeks, get back together. There's going to be a nice competitive edge, I think, to everything you do, and then that I think that gets your nerves tingling a bit. But very excited.
Can you tell us about your new commercial?
We did it. I guess it was fun to do. It was a good experience. Hope people like it. If not, oh well.
Have you gotten more comfortable doing stuff like that, or just doing more marketing?
Yeah, I think so. I think sort of natural progression of maybe being a quarterback in this league.
I know you have off-season stuff that kind of provides that first buffer after losing in the playoffs, but is there a sense of newness? Is it nice to come out here and almost feel like this is the day that wipes the whole slate clean, you forget about it?
Yeah, I don't think you truly forget about everything. You need to learn from, you know, what you've done in the past. I don't know if the slate is necessarily always, you know, wiped clean in that sense, but it is, you know, a new season, and you do have to prove yourself every weekend, you know, no matter how you finished the year before, and it's all about starting this year. So we'll see how we can do.
Andrew, you guys threw the ball a lot last year in terms of percentages, you know, just the way things worked out. With Frank Gore, Boone's contributions, whatever they may be, how much balance do you think they'll strive for? How much do you think there will be? Will there be more balance, do you anticipate, or you guys air it out with all these receivers?
No, I think you anticipate more balance. I think, you know, but at the end of the day, I think we'll do what we need to do to win a football game. That's all that matters, really. Whether it's hand the ball off 75% of the time, throw it, whatever it is, I think we'll do what we need to do to give our the best chance to win a football game. But I do think balance, you know, is part of that, and I think we're looking forward to really getting down into that run game, the pass game, everything, and being efficient, you know, with whatever we can do, move the chains, and trying to get points on the board.
Having that ability to run, however much you do run it, what impact does it have on your passing game, do you anticipate?
Yeah, no, it certainly helps with I think, mitigating the pass rush a bit and letting our guys fire off. It helps with the play action, and those body blows count, you know, at the end of the game with those runs. And Frank's a tough runner. Boom's shown that he can run it. Hopefully Vic's back and rolling. Zerl on him. Josh Rout. There's a bunch of guys that can tote the rock, and I'm looking forward to seeing them play.
When you work with your receivers in off-season, do you work much with your centers? Like, did you and Calais get together in off-season at all?
No, I didn't have a chance this year.
Andrew, what was your reaction, maybe, what were the team's thoughts on the naked offensive line?
Oh. Good for them, I guess. They'll be getting a lot of ribbon. Yeah, they'll be getting a lot of ribbon.
Andrew, did you get to keep the cat sweater?
No, I did not. I didn't want to.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Awesome, appreciate it. See y'all around.